joined by Sarah Howorth from the University of Maine. Sarah, how are we doing tonight?
Great, thank you for having me.
No problem. Thanks for coming in. So, AI in the classroom, or artificial intelligence, has been a hot topic for a couple years now, and it's mostly how students are using it to cheat in the classroom, or to take advantage of AI, I guess we should say. But you're taking a different approach to it, or we're noticing a different approach to it. Tell me about it.
I am. So I am a professor of special education, but I was also a teacher myself. So we're coming at it from an assistive technology standpoint. So how we're looking at how AI can enrich student learning and access to their learning.
That's so interesting. What are some of the examples that we're finding with enrichment?
Well, for example, it can help not only to engage students more, because teachers can use AI to create materials that are targeted towards their interests. So for example, if somebody's really interested in horses, teachers can create, PowerPoints and video content with horses doing things, or create, short texts and storyboards on horses, for example, in an elementary school. You can have the students sequence images that are created by AI to tell a story, for example. You can also use AI to provide lesson summaries. So both across the nation, my colleagues in high schools and middle schools are using AI software as note takers. So even at the university level, sometimes one of the accessibility accommodations somebody might have if they have ADHD or dyslexia, for example, might be to pay a human note taker, which a human note taker can sometimes cause even further problems because you have trouble reading their handwriting, or maybe they take notes about something that isn't what you're struggling with. So there are AI tools like Glean or Otter AI that record what the teacher is saying, just like a human could record it in notes, and provide summaries and actionable items. Sometimes I use it in my meetings with my colleagues, so I can remember what I said I would do.
That's so interesting. And now, would it also help with kids like with dyslexia and stuff, as far as like dictation and things like that?
Absolutely. So you can use AI as a way to adapt reading, or the readability level of, say I'm using a news story in my classroom, but maybe it's written at a reading level that is different than what my students can access. As long as it's publicly available, and even some of the textbook content that the school districts are already paying for, you could upload a PDF of that into some AI tools that are available for educators and say, please change this to, say, a 3rd grade reading level or a 2nd grade reading level. And that way, students who might struggle can still be included with their peers and not feel like they're being pulled out of instruction or embarrassed by having somebody give them different content.
That's so interesting. So there's definitely a wide array of how students can use this in the future. Sarah, thank you so much for coming in tonight. We really appreciate it.
No problem.
We'll be back right after the break.
Thanks.